Senran Kagura has a lot of games available to the franchise, but you don't really see a lot on current handhelds. The Switch has a few side games, but we haven't really gotten the mainline beat-em-up series since what, Estival Versus on the PlayStation Vita? But thanks to the Steam Spring Sale, I've been able to jump into one of the games I haven't before, and probably the best entry point for those unfamiliar with the series, and for only $9 US. FYI, that sale will still be active for a few more days, ending on March 21st, 2024. Featuring basically flawless performance, here is how I've managed to get Senran Kagura Burst Renewal to run on the Steam Deck. For some background info, this is a remake of the 3DS title of Senran Kagura Burst, which had the same general plotline but was a side-scrolling game, while this is full-on 3D action with gameplay closer to the Versus series. It is a bit more contained and simplified with missions compared to Estival and Shinobi Versus, but it works well as a little pick-up-and-play title. But moving on, getting this game to run is child's play, so you don't even have to bother with Proton. Just download it and boot it up on native Linux and you're not going to have any problems, or at least I didn't. That goes for gameplay as well. As soon as you start up your missions of fighting hordes of ninja enemies, the game will lock itself down at 60 frames per second. There will be drops when loading into certain areas, but once you have control, it'll be a buttery smooth 60 FPS. Because it was so flawless, I decided to do what I normally do in a game like this. Go into graphical settings and turn everything up. Shading on high, graphics preset to high, just everything. And that pristine 60 FPS doesn't really change at all. Like before, you'll get little drops when you're going in and out of menus or loading into a stage, but every time you're in control of a character, it'll be a constant 60 frames per second. Well, this might just be an expected thing for a game that was originally a 3DS side-scroller and PS4 3D game. I just find the game absolutely gorgeous with the perfectly rendered models and that silky smooth frame rate. After all, handheld fans are coming from the Estival Versus games on the Vita, the last of which didn't exactly maintain even 30 FPS. And that's all I have to say about performance. It just works perfectly right out of the air quotes box. So let's dive into battery life, which is pretty okay. On higher brightness, Burst Renewal will get the Steam Deck a battery range of about 2 hours, while lower brightness will get about 2.5 hours. So, would I recommend this? Definitely. It's a great entry point for those wanting to get into Senran Kagura with a bit of fan service but not completely overloaded and wacky like the later titles. Plus, it's a fun little game with bite-sized missions that run at a wonderful 60 FPS. And that's all I have for you today. I'll be back soon with more Steam Deck performance and reviews. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below. Thank you for watching and have a great day.